Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Hey everybody, good evening. I'm just drinking my green tea, almond milk. It was pretty good, actually. Welcome. My name is Nichelle Womack, and I am the Startup CEO, helping you to start a profitable business while you're still working your 9-to-5. Start, market, and grow into a profitable business while you're still working your 9-to-5. You can learn more about me and what I do to help you by clicking the link in my bio. I'm also at Nichelle Womack on Instagram. I'm at Nichelle Womack on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter. Wherever you are, I'm probably there too. So I wanted to share with you 5 methods that I have used in the last 6 months. And I just really went back and kind of looked at some of my numbers that I've had over the last couple of days. And I've been really impressed. So I wanted to share those with you. And I'll share 5 more that I've used sometime this week. If not tomorrow, then it'll be Saturday. But make sure if you're not connected with me, and if this is your first time to my broadcast, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate you. And join me, because I typically come on like every 2-3 days here on this platform. But like I said, I'm very active on Instagram at Nichelle Womack, and I provide information, inspiration, and motivation to help push you out of your comfort zone and into the gifts that God has blessed you with. So on this late evening, because this is typically not the time that I come on, I typically come on a little earlier on this platform. But as I mentioned, I was just going through some things and kind of wanted to share it with you. So if you are a business owner, if you're thinking about starting a business, if you have a book, a service, a product, or whatever, these tips will definitely help you, because they've helped me, and I have saw the effects of each one. Today, the first one I want to share with you, if you're not on Twitter really is it's a different vehicle of social media. But I looked at my analytics and I had 47,000 reach within a week. And that may not be big for somebody who's a quote unquote guru and all that kind of stuff. I told you once before, I never consider myself a guru, for the simple reason that I learn something new every day. Now, I'm very great at what I do, and I continue to persevere and push through everything that I know. 25 years in business, I'm still learning every day. But some new things that I've learned, one in particular, Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, I'm going to highly suggest that you get on there. Over the last couple of weeks, they have modified Twitter, kind of like with each platform. Recently, Instagram has added the IGTV. If you aren't over there, go catch some of my live broadcasts over there, or some of my broadcasts that I put up on IGTV, and you can learn a little bit more about some of the business things that I'm sharing over there. But just like other platforms, Twitter has really up-leveled their level, and it is becoming one of my favorite platforms too. Instagram is my first and foremost favorite platform, but Twitter is becoming that as well. And I'm going to tell you why. Within the last week, as I mentioned, I've had 47,000 reach, reshares and retweets and all that stuff of different things that I've posted. The only thing with Twitter, you got to be consistent all day long on there. So sometimes I don't have time, but so I set up things to be automatically done and then come back and engage with people. But within that time frame, I've seen things that I post on there increase, and even some sales to come through. So if you're not using Twitter, you need to get on there and network with people. I've met some amazing people too. There's a lot of people with power on Twitter. Why? Because they want to express themselves, and that is an open platform to be able to do that, unlike Instagram, Facebook, and really LinkedIn. When you're on LinkedIn, you really want to be a little a lot professional. Really just depends on what you do, but you want to be professional on that platform. So on Twitter, you kind of voice your opinion and really come from who you are as a business, a person, or whatever it is. But just saying things that I thought were that are a part of my brand, I've been able to make some great connections. So that is really a big platform that if you're not using, you better get on there. And hashtags obviously are key on Twitter. And so understanding the right keywords to use, and that's my number 2. Keywords are so key. I am manifesting, growing, and understanding keywords and how significant they are to my business. A couple of keywords that I use all the time, which are kind of overused, are business and entrepreneur, because that is me and that's what I do. They're kind of overused. So you have to really segment in. And one thing that I love about Twitter is it tells you what the big trending word is for the day. So you can even kind of counterpart that and take that to other platforms and use it. Even on Instagram, I use some of the profile Twitters that were key keywords on Twitter. I used them on Instagram and they worked. Yes, I got DMs in my back court there. Not only that, people are commenting and getting more reach with my Instagram. So one thing I want to share with you about reach. If you don't get a lot of likes, and I'm sorry, I'm looking kind of crazy here because I was working out today. Yeah, it's about to take these braids down here. But anyway, when I'm talking to clients, a lot of times they tell me that they don't get a lot of likes. And what I'm going to tell you, don't trip off them likes, literally, because when I go and look at every platform that I'm on, the reach is astonishing. I mean, I look at my stories. I have probably about maybe 3,900 connections on Instagram. My stories have anywhere from 300 to 500 people in them. Okay, so people watching you, they're watching you, and your reach is so impactful. So you may not be getting a lot of likes, but your reach is reaching people, and people are seeing what you're doing. So even on Twitter, you may not get a lot of likes for different things, but people are seeing what you're doing. Like I said, 47,000 in a matter of like 4 days of reach and some retweets and all that kind of stuff. So don't forget those platforms, because it's very important that if you are building your brand in your business, that you do not forget that one. That's number 1. Number 2 was the keywords. Find significant keywords that are attributed to what you do and how you do it, and you will find that they will help elevate you with your message out there in the market. The third one I want to share with you is Pinterest. Oh my God. When I first started Pinterest, I really didn't take it seriously. I didn't take Pinterest seriously because I was just posting things like crazy. And still, if you go over to my Pinterest board, I'm kind of scatterbrained over there, I mildly put it. But I was just posting things randomly. But I started paying more attention to Pinterest and seeing the organic traffic that you can get over there. And I'm telling you, when I looked at my different platforms that I'm on, how I transfer traffic to and from Pinterest, the reach again is astounding. I think on their impressions wise reach, I'm like at, I want to say 40 some thousand too. It is high. It's high. And that's on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. And I like Pinterest because they kind of show you the analytics just like Instagram and Twitter does. But the reach on Pinterest is so organic that you're going to connect with people that you never would have connected with on other platforms. So if you have not taken note of that, then get on Pinterest. If you're just starting, now's the perfect time, because now you can even add links in there. Whereas a while ago, I know when I first started, you couldn't do it. And now you can do it. And I'm telling you, the traffic is amazing. And I'm seeing some instantaneously growth in every platform that I'm using because of that organic traffic there. Another thing that I want to share with you that I've been doing, key lists, as I mentioned, Pinterest and Twitter and things of that nature. Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Is that writing a product review? Writing a product review, number 4, can get you traffic to wherever it is that you are. Writing a product review. And how do you do that? I have several books on Amazon, and someone had reached out to me and asked me would I read their book for them for free. They gave me a download of the book, and I'm like, okay, is this a long book? Because I'm working on this PhD and I'm trying to read books for that, finishing this dissertation. I surely don't have time to be reading nobody else's long book. Yes. And so she was like, no, it's about 20 pages if you just read it for me and give me your honest feedback and a review. And I said, okay, I will definitely do that, but let's do this on one condition because you're a business owner, I'm a business owner. Let's collaborate by means of working together. And this person, she literally has been really doing some great things out here in the market. So I read her book for her, and it was pretty good. It was her first book, and gave it a product review. And within giving her a product review, I was able to connect some links of my information, my website, and all that stuff to hers, which gave me some organic traffic from her platform. And so just by means of collaborating with someone else, doing something, tit for tat, or bartering, perhaps, we don't do that enough anymore. And that's something that, if you got of equal value for one another, bartering is an excellent vehicle to get what you want in the business world. Now, I've used that plenty of times in the business that I own. Kind of hard to do that in real estate, but I know in my home health business, I've been able to do that tit for tat. If you do this, then I'll do that. And a lot of times, if you build that great rapport and people trust you, they understand what you do and you reel at what you do, they don't mind doing it. And so when I did that for her, I got some great traffic back, even some people that, because she does some similar to I do, but not really. So we weren't really, competitive in that end, but we were able to piggyback off of each other by me giving her review. And then I got some of her people coming over to my site, looking at things that I do and asking me questions. And I even picked up a couple of sales from that too. So partnership, collaboration, I really cannot speak higher than that, and that's one thing I think that we don't do enough of, because we can all help each other. There's so much room out here. I put on my Instagram feed at Nichelle Womack, there's over 6 billion people in the world. If you're tripping off one, then you are really missing a lot of action, because you really don't need to trip off one person when there's 6 billion people in the world. You haven't run into everybody in your business and people that can help you and that you can help. I know a lot of people perhaps online may be telling you that they're the only go-to source. There's tons of people out here that provide quality information. And, I always say that I know personally I may not be the coach for everybody. I am a certified life coach, certified business coach. I have numerous degrees working on a PhD. I have several licenses and all that stuff, but I'm not for everybody, because I used to be free a while ago, just giving advice away. And then I learned, I pay for my advice that was given to me, so somebody else need to pay for it too. So don't discount yourself. Know your value. When you understand your value, you can really dictate and determine and charge your worth when you understand your value. So back when I really went full stream in as far as my consulting business, I started that in 2012. I haven't been free since then. Now I've elevated my prices, because I started out really inexpensive when I first got into the business, but elevated since then. So as a business owner myself for 25 years, my first business was real estate that I started, and really transitioned to different things from there. But the bottom line is, when you know your stuff, you can really feel valued within yourself. And when you add value to somebody else's life, it's so much free stuff out here. And people have to understand, you can't get everything you need free, because if that was the case, then I wouldn't owe $100,000 in school debt. Do you hear me? And everybody else that got school debt, because from my understanding, college loan debt is like at the highest it's ever been. And from my understanding, as always, through reading, it's going to be the next big bubble or burst or boom, for that simple reason. So if education was free, then people wouldn't have student loan debt. So realize that, yes, you're getting free information from people, but if you want to elevate your life and you want to grow, you got to invest in yourself. There's no way around it. And people that drive themselves for keep coming into people and not want to invest themselves and purchase, services, or even if you don't purchase a service from somebody, you need to go up level your life and get educated. Because knowledge is power, but it's only powerful if you use it and if you get it and you learn how to dominate in it. So that's my pet peeve right there. People that wants the free. I personally can't do that no more, because just like you have to live, I tell people, go to work for free. You're not going to work for free. You're not eating for free, because you go in a grocery store and they ask you for payment. You got to pay them, otherwise you ain't walking out with the stuff. So realize that in business, you got to invest in yourself. So those 4 things right there that I share with you have really helped me elevate my business. And the last one I want to share with you that I did, I'm trying to see which ones. This one right here. Leave comments on people's posts, things you read, and all that stuff. That's a great traffic driver back to your business site. I connected with someone via Facebook, and we were talking, and again, another thing, they wrote something and they wanted my honest opinion on it. And I said, okay, both of us are business owners, same situation, but they just wanted a comment on something because they had no comments. And I'm like, people do, they come in, they watch you, look at you, listen to you, and they don't give comments, which is kind of crazy to me, because if you're picking up value from someone, at least let them know, look, I got that nugget from you, or I appreciate you sharing that, or whatever. Don't just be open, because the more open you are, the more able you are to network. Network in silence gets nowhere. And so be more visible and vocal in what it is that you do, how you do it, and in your communication methods. Communication is not silent for effectiveness. However, there are some communication means that you can be silent and get your message and your point across. But to really be effective and learn more about people, you got to open your mouth. You got to talk to people. You got to not be so introverted per se. So those 5 things that I just shared with you this evening, those are nuggets. Those are pearls. Those are golds. Those are rubies. Those are diamonds. Because when I tell you that I have seen massive traffic to come through that I was not getting before, they've helped me. And I'm going to amplify them even more, because I know that once I see something starts to work, then I use it to the best of my ability. And I've met some amazing people online just by reaching out, talking with them, commenting, and giving them, their kudos, because there are a lot of amazing people out here doing some amazing, great things. And I refuse to just sit still and just watch. I'm not a watcher. I've never been, a people watcher, all that kind of stuff. I don't care. I really don't care. I want to know how you doing it and how I can do it and get better. Look, so the only way you're going to do that is to ask questions, engage, and talk, and things of that nature. So those are some things, 5 things that I've done over the last 6 months of 2018. And I was determined to learn how to effectively utilize the web so it can be beneficial and profitable to me as a business owner, and so that I can help my clients as a certified life coach and as a certified business coach to help them elevate and excel in their business. So again, my name is Nichelle Womack. I'm a life transition and business strategist. I'm the startup CEO, helping you to start, market, and grow a profitable business. Start, market, grow, and profit in your business. Typically, I work with women, but I've been getting a couple of men too, that I've been working with that say that they want to start their own business. Most of them have. They've gone on and done some great things. So, but I typically work with women to help them transition from the corporate world into the entrepreneurial world. And I've even helped people that keep their main hustle and just want a side hustle. So it really just depends on where you are in your life and in your business, in your goals and in your strategies. We are headed towards August. Couple of more days. It's goodness, July 26th. Time is flying. And if the rest of this year is pretty much gone. August, September, October, November, December. 4 or 5 more months left in the year. If you have not met your goals, perhaps we need to talk. Because if you have not met your goals by now in this 3rd quarter, then you are really behind the 8 ball, as they would say. Behind the 8 ball, because you should have accomplished something by now. You should have achieved something by now. You should have made a little bit more money by now at this time of the year. You should have mark some things off your bucket list, whatever. Things should be done. And if you have not done them, then we need to talk. You can click the link in my bio to excel with Nichelle.com. As I mentioned, I'm also on Instagram at Nichelle Womack. And I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all of that. So I am amazing. How are you? So feel free to connect with me. DM me on Instagram if you got questions or if you're looking and seeking to grow, start, market, develop, profit, whatever in your business. As I mentioned, I've been a business owner myself for 25, going over a little bit, 25 years here. And I have different areas of background. I've been in corporate America for quite some time in development, marketing, human resources, management, sales, administration, so many different areas. Also come from a teaching background as a teacher and educator in the classroom, on the high school, on the collegiate, on the adult education level. Worked in healthcare pretty much all of my life before I made the transition to do something totally different. Been in healthcare, been in the mortgage industry as an account executive, mortgage banker, as I mentioned, real estate, which was my first business. Been in insurance for quite some time as well, as an insurance broker on one end, insurance salesperson on another end. So just a variety. Every time I show somebody my resume, my CV, because I have a CV now, they're like, girl, what have you not done? I've done it all. And I think that the fact that I have done a lot, it really has enabled me to have eyes to see many different perspectives of business and how to operate and grow and dominate in business. And not to toot my own horn, but yes, to toot my own horn, I've done very well in every business that I've owned and operated. So right now, pushing over as just an agent, $6 million producer in a real estate effect, and helping other people to grow and build, learn how to monetize the real estate business, to be a profit driving force for them. Done that for quite some time. Home health, help people write and establish your business in home health, same way that I did mine, things of that nature. But yeah, so lots of stuff, to learn about people, and you can't do that if you do not network and talk to people. So I don't know. So excuse me, but anyway, that is it for today. I hope these 5 methods that I've shared with you to drive traffic, that you look into them, because they've been very, very beneficial to me, coming from an offline business owner, brick and mortar, to an online business mortar. You really have to understand the platform, because things change every day. Nothing is going to stay the same, especially in the digital marketing area. You're going to consistently see things grow to be online. You're going to consistently see things to the social platforms develop and grow and expand. And if you don't stay on the forefront, you'll be in the back of the line, and it's going to keep passing you by. Because I think they say by 2021, if I'm not mistaken, 2021, somewhere around there, that about 80% of marketing will be due through visual, which is voice to voice, which is video. So get with the program. Get with the program. That is it. Again, connect with me on Instagram at Nichelle Womack. If you like relationship advice, you can connect with me at Love Thy Marriage. That's my newest business venture there, which is a relationship community, and got a lot of great things coming in 2019 for that. So planning and preparing and organizing for that. And I think that's about it. So thanks again for tuning in. If this is your first time to my broadcast, welcome. Don't let it be your last. Come back and join me again for that information, inspiration, and motivation. If you're on other platforms with me at Nichelle Womack, I look forward to seeing you there as well. If you like podcasts, connect with me at the People Connect Podcast. You can download it on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and it's on Google. So hope to hear from you. Blessings and peace, and may everything you touch, may it turn to gold. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.